exactly 7 days after the funeral, a letter arrived. No return address, only her name written in the same delicate handwriting that once wrote her bedtime stories. Dear Elara, if you're reading this, then I'm already gone. But don't be sad, because I've left something behind, something only you can find. Inside, a faded map and a small velvet pouch. Elara opened it carefully. Inside, nestled a pendant that pulsed with a gentle glow, a beacon in the midst of her grandmother's final words. Find what I have left for you. Where will I find it? The map. 7 days after the funeral? Why 7 days? Why now? Then she noticed the date circled on the map. 7 days after the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, the longest night. Tonight she looked at the pendant, then back at the map. She knew what she had to do. Elara had always known her grandmother was different. While other grandmothers baked cookies and told stories, hers read spell books and spoke of faraway lands. While other grandmothers aged, hers didn't. She'd always brushed it off as a whimsical eccentricity, a harmless quirkiness. Magic, that was just make-believe, just for the grandkids, right? But the pendant glowed again, this time guiding her like a firefly. It led her past streets lined with sleeping houses, past silent parks shrouded in darkness. It led her to a place no GPS would recognize, a place that wasn't on any map, a forgotten town at the edge of the sea. Reaching the town square, she spotted a building whose windows seemed to echo her pendant's glow. Beneath the moonlight, she saw a sign that read, "The Last Chapter." The door creaked open before she even knocked, revealing a spiral staircase ascending into darkness. At the top of the stairs, a single lantern flickered, casting dancing shadows on the walls. When she stepped inside, the door shut behind her with a resounding boom, plunging her into darkness. She called out, but her voice echoed back, mocking her in the vast emptiness. Then she heard a soft whisper coming from the pendant. Her grandmother's voice, warm and familiar, yet tinged with a hint of urgency. Go to the place where memories linger, where the whispers of the past still echo. Follow the rhythm of the ancients, the pulse of the earth, the beat of a forgotten tongue. Suddenly, the pendant flared brightly, illuminating rows upon rows of bookshelves stretching into the gloom. Each shelf was laden with ancient tomes bound in leather and dusted with silver. As her eyes adjusted to the dim glow, she realized these weren't just books. They were filled with memories, moments frozen in time, lives lived and loved ones lost. This was no ordinary library. It was a repository of echoes, a sanctuary of silences, a keeper of countless stories. The air hung heavy with the scent of aging paper and the dust of countless years. In the stillness, she could almost hear the whispers of turning pages, the rustle of forgotten conversations, the echoes of laughter, and the murmur of secrets shared. Then, from the depths of the library, a figure emerged, tall and imposing, yet strangely comforting. His features were etched with wisdom, and his eyes twinkled with a gentle light. He introduced himself as Kale, a guardian of the town and keeper of its memories. He had waited for her, he said, for many years. Her grandmother had spoken of her often, hoping their paths would cross before it was too late. Elara's grandmother had made mistakes, terrible mistakes, but she'd done it to protect her, to shield her from the burdens of the past. Now it was up to Elara to decide what to do with that knowledge. He led her through a secret passage concealed behind a bookshelf, descending into a subterranean chamber. There, nestled amidst the roots of an ancient oak, lay a tree, but not just any tree. It shimmered with an otherworldly glow, and its branches were adorned with the same pendants she'd seen in her grandmother's room. Each pendant thrummed with a faint melody, resonating deep within Elara's soul. She felt a profound connection to these pendants, an ancestral pull that transcended time itself. As she reached out to touch one, memories flooded her being, vivid and overwhelming. She saw her ancestors, strong and resilient women who had faced their own battles, their joys and sorrows, their loves and losses. Their strength coursed through her veins, their spirits sang in her bones. Then she understood. This place, these pendants, they were all part of a legacy. A lineage of women who had safeguarded the balance between the mundane and the magical, between the seen and the unseen. Her grandmother, too, had been a guardian, a protector of the veil that separated these two realms. And now the choice was hers. The pendants whispered their stories, their hopes, their fears. Some yearned to be remembered, to have their sacrifices acknowledged. Others sought solace, a moment of peace after lives filled with strife. And some simply wished to guide, to lend their strength to the next generation. This wasn't just a letter. It was a key to a legacy, a purpose to who she was meant to be. With newfound determination, Elara reached for the pendant around her neck, ready to embrace her destiny.